We are on. So we have a great class today. Some of you have to bug out, but you're going to get warmed up. Okay. We're going to get going. And I'm following through my program of there's about 6 to 8 moves that I'm really hammering on. Okay. Here we go. So some of you are already sitting. AJ's on her way. I have my daylight lamp. It's right here. You may see it. Anyway, I'm going to do my rotational. So I can do that sitting right here. One of the biggest rotations you can always do when you're sitting that we just don't think about doing is our ankle. So if you can just point your toes and then press your heels down. When you do that, rotate in your hip. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm rotating down, rotating back, rotating down. Yeah, you might have to sit more forward in your chair in order to do that. Start with those rotations. When you're doing those rotations, rotate your wrists. And some of you may go, well, that doesn't do too much. This does a lot, especially they've done some great research that shows, especially for people in planes that are taking a plane ride, it could be a car ride, it could be a train ride, wherever you're sitting. If you're sitting watching TV, try to not just sit there. Yeah, sometimes you just want to sit there. However, do you see what I'm doing? So I'm rotating back and forth here. It's making me lift my rib cage. I am addressing the blood flow in my lower leg by just pointing and then flexing my foot back. And I can do them one at a time. If it's hard for me to do both together, see how I'm doing it one at a time? Start there. Do a lot of them. If you're in a car ride, as AJ is, pull your knees back as far as you can, hip hinge forward, then stretch those legs out. Do them one at a time. If you need to, that's fine. And you can do your wrist the same way, the same way, the same way. Heel, toe, heel, toe. So if you can't move and you're feeling like, wow, everything I do is hard, let me just sit here. Start here, okay? Heel, heel, toe, toe. Point down, point up. Pull your elbows together, open them. See, this is things that you can do in a very small area. If you're seated in a car, you can do these things. You just have to choose to do them. It's much easier to just sit there and not do anything. And why am I encouraging you to do these little tiny moves? I'm trying to give people that are traveling, like AJ, ideas to understand what to do and how important it is to blood flow. Yes, this is the one I was starting to tell you about, that they thought about as they studied human movement and the effects of deep vein thrombosis for people who travel. This little simple move right here, done on a regular basis, you don't have to do them together. You can do them one and two in, three and four in. See how I'm doing it? That's enough to keep the veins, arteries, pumping that blood through and not sludging. Okay? So that's why you want to start at something like this. Now I'm going to go on to do different moves. I may start coughing. So I'm just going to bring a leg up. I'm 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 going to point cross, point cross, point cross, point cross. My tummy is super tight. This kind of activity, seriously, this is very small activity that, believe it or not, get your blood flowing through your, especially your lower body, your lower limbs. Okay? and it starts warming you up. And it starts where you find yourself, usually seated. I'm going to take those same movements now. If you're sitting, you continue to do the movements seated, of course. I am going to stand with you, if you can stand, and I'm going to do the same thing. Toe, heel. Do you see what I'm doing? Toe, heel. So I'm doing the basis of a lot of dance steps, which is a heel ball exchange. Heel ball the foot exchange. That's all I'm doing. I'm pulling my toe up, so I could do it seated, which is where we started. So this kind of a maneuver where you're doing basically a one-legged stance, you're not holding your foot up, you're going heel, you're shifting, you're going to the ball of the foot, then the heel. Then if I wanted to heighten this as I got warmed up, especially if you have joint issues, especially if you have back issue, especially if you have knee hip issue, sometimes it's just hard to do big movements, okay? Start with a small movement. You can do every one of these from the chair, see? So I'm doing heel ball exchange, heel to the ball of the foot exchange. See that? And this little step right here, you can tighten it up. How do you do that? You keep doing it. Make sure your toes are not pointing out like a duck because you want to come right off. You want to keep your knees soft. You want to keep breathing through your nose. You want to tighten in through your abdominals. Yeah, just brace. And then when you put that heel down, back here, tighten. Yeah, give yourself time to tighten. So you're back here, you're shifted back. Okay, so I'm trying to show you what I mean by tightening up this very simple heel, ball of the foot exchange. That's why it's called a heel ball exchange. See, drop your shoulders, tighten. Now right here, some of you are drifting forward. Drift back. Yeah, now tighten. That's what I'm talking about. Then switch. So here I am. The minute you put your foot here, many of you are going to want to shift forward. I want you to stay back. And I want you to tighten that gluteal. Then, when I change, this is the steps in tightening up this very simple step that I've started with. So I'm back here, I'm shifting back, but I'm not going to put my heel down. See, I'm not going to touch. I'm going to keep it in the air. And I'm going to hold. So now I've shown you a very simple progression from sitting to standing and using some of the same moves through the ankle and feet, but I had to change my posture. My back leg now, the back knee, is soft. It will bend how much it needs to bend if you will soften it, but I want you to tighten your gluteal and don't touch the heel. Right, that's what I'm talking about. Now, if when you bring that heel up, you start gripping with your toes, try not to do that. Try to open the toes. See, I'm doing all this barefooted. If you need to have shoes on, that's fine. Just be conscious of these types of principles. Okay, right now, see my heel is touching. Don't touch the heel. Shift back. Squeeze here. Drop your shoulders. Breathe. Bring that heel off the ground. But don't straighten this leg. Keep it bent. Then you're going to hold it there for just a second. And then you're going to switch. Heel, ball of the foot, exchange. So you're into the foot in the back. I'm in the heel in the front. Drop your shoulders, tight tummy. Now bring that heel up. Okay? This simple exercise right here If you spend from, let's say, 2 to 5 minutes in this kind of an ankle, full body exchange of left, right, breathing, go ahead and walk away. You will be so far ahead of the game starting your day just by doing that, okay? So now that we've done this heel ball exchange, we're going to now take it to a different plane, okay? So I'm still here. I'm going to step, step. I'm going to step, step. Another very foundational move of dance, okay? But then we're going to break it down, and we're going to make it become a strength move, okay? How are we going to do that? Okay, we're working in the frontal plane here. Okay, I'm moving side to side, frontal plane, look at your feet. Now look up, okay? So when I say look at your feet, just drop your chin and glance, because I don't want you stepping like this, not right now. That will come, but right now, when you go side to side, and I'm gonna start to add resistance to this move, okay? How can I do that for my hips? I could simply put my band. I could step into my band and have it around my knees, and that would make a really good resistance. Or I could simply pick up my carry, and I always have my carry right here where I can just grab it. So whatever it is, whatever bag you've chosen to be your carry, because we've warmed up a lot of our joints just by doing some of those simple steps that I started in a sit down position. Okay, now I've grabbed my bag. So see, here's my bag. I'm going to go side to side. I'm moving into the frontal plane motion. So I'm going to go from side to side. And do you realize that just doing this with a 10-pound, let's say, I think this right here is 15 pounds in my bag. I have a couple of, you could have cans of food, you could have weights in there, and I'm just taking a few little pensive little steps, not big steps, little steps. But you see what I'm doing? I'm going from side to side. That forces my back extensors to work against this load. From this side, it works on the opposite side. From this side, the other side has to, if they weren't working, you'd topple over when you shifted that weight from side to side. And I'm showing you, I'm capitalizing on some of the same moves that I started this session with in the winter quarter here. And now I'm starting to add resistance to it. So let's go back to the frontal plane. Here's the frontal plane, okay? And I started doing the step and the step, correct? If you feel comfortable with your weight right here, down like this, great, no problem. Keep your tummy tight. You could be holding on to a 9-pound to a 12-pound weight if you don't have your carry. See, I have my weights here, but I also have this bag fully loaded, ready to go. And so if you can't think of anything to, pick up, just fill a grocery bag. That's all. So I'm trying to show you how to add some weights. And if you feel comfortable and you want to bring it up here, if that helps you in your frontal plane abduction, see this? I'm moving out, moving in, moving out, moving in. This is crucial to your hip. Okay, these moves. Then if I'm holding this weight, I'm having to counter that pull with my back extensors right now. Drop your shoulders, take a breath. Then I'm going to hold it and I'm going to move out and in. Yeah. And I can tap or not. I can do it free, see? Then I come back in. If this is getting heavy and you're starting to compromise your move, then put the weight down and then concentrate on this little abduction move with the hip. This is a very important move, y'all. So we started with the front and back muscles through the hip, and now we're on the side ones. See, I'm holding my ground. I'm not shifting. So hold your ground. Back extensors are really working. And then I'm going to put this out here, and I'm not going to touch my foot. I'm just going to cue myself with my toe to do the postural changes to stay standing. That's why this is such a valuable move. And so many people will look at this and think, oh, that's too simple. I need to do something harder. And then they injure themselves. So I'm telling you, there's a method to my madness here. Okay, so I'm going to do this a couple more times on each leg. I have a carry bag. If that bothers you, don't use it. If you're at the point where you need to hold on all the time, then just use your fingers, okay? And do this side to side, hip adduction in, abduction out. And keep your toes forward. These are moves that I'm spending some time with because I see them slaughtered. And then you wonder, okay, well, that didn't help me that much. Well, maybe it's because you need to look at how you're executing, okay? So I wanted to add some weight because I wanted to add some resistance to this move. So when I pick up my carry bag, and if you don't have a carry bag, pick up your weight and hold it together. One weight. That would be fine. Here's my carry bag. I have about 15 pounds in it. And I want to really work at strengthening my back extensors. This is one of the ways to do it. You just pick up a bag of groceries. So it's right here. And I'm going to come here and in. And I'm going to stand my ground, meaning I go out and in, okay, without touching if possible. And I'll stop every once in a while, take a break, take a breath, and really pull my back extensors up. See how I'm holding this close? Yeah, that's the first principle of correct lifting. Get your load close to you, okay? So I'm stepping out, doing this extremely important hip and back strengthening move by adding just a carry. That's it. And you just tap when you need to. Take a breath, 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 hold it, try to hold it, really pull your rib cage up, and then bring it back in. And then come down, take a break, you put your weights down, and you see how I'm putting it down? Do you see my back is extended? See my chin is tucked? And I'm pressing into the heels as I put it down. And I'm going to work this side, okay? Take a breath, step. If you picked up a load, whether you picked up a weight and held it here, or you picked up a grab, your carry, your heavy weighted carry, you are overloading your back extensors, okay? So take a break, soften up your knees. Now let's move in a more of a transverse move to get recovered. See? Because if I went straight to the other one, because this is 15 pounds or over, okay? And I'm just getting back into the saddle of lifting, okay? So I'm going to take a break. And I'm going to turn because I want those muscles to come back in fresh. and really work the way they're supposed to. And if I come back into the second set and I'm tired because I was really feeling it, then I'm not going to work as efficiently. Okay, so now I'm going to transverse move just to recover, just like that. And then I'm going to come right here. I'm going to bring my shoulders to my ears. Way up there, I'm pushing my butt back. This should feel really good. See how I'm bringing my shoulders to my ears? This is how it looks sideways. Okay? You want to really push your butt back. Bring your shoulders to your ears. Really bring them up to your ears. You're pushing your butt back, tight tummy. Take a big deep breath, then press, and then come out of that. That should totally relieve your back. Okay, ready? Now I'm going to go this way. So when I say stand your ground, see, I'm not displacing. I did that to warm up. I'm holding here. I'm taking the adductors and abductors on this hip and going out and in. I just wanted to explain that. So when I say stand your ground, some of you are standing your ground, but you know what's happening? If I were standing with you, I'd be standing right in front watching how your knee is lined up. Because when you put your foot out here, some of you are caving and going in like this. So bring that knee so that it's staying over the toes in position. See that? See, it's staying right there. I could drop a plumb line. So my back is very extended. I take the leg out and in and keep it as straight as possible. That means your toes are up and you're standing your ground here. So now, don't turn that toe at all. That toe is staying pointed forward. And as you go up, as far as you can, hold it, feel it here, then you come back in. And again, you could do a lot of this stuff with a band to add more resistance. That'd be fine too. So I want to add the resistance to my frame more so right now and focus on the movement. So now I'm going to pick up my load. Are you ready? So I'm coming down here. I'm going to grab it. And if you want to hold it here and that feels more comfortable to you, that's fine. For this move specifically, I like to bring my carry right up here under my chin. Okay? Now I'm going to bring the leg in and out. And it could be like the beginning of a kind of a dance move where you're pointing your toe down. So I'm going to tell you, don't point your toe down. I'm going to say, only put that toe down when you need to keep your balance. Your supporting leg now, the knee, is soft. I'm going to come in and out with the heel leading, or an ankle, the inside ankle, the outside ankle. Does that help? Inside ankle, outside ankle. Do not lock your supporting leg. Okay? Back extensors, rib cage up. Take a big breath. You're holding it. Holding it. Don't let that knee wobble. It's going to want to. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. And come back in. So, this was my hip replace side. This is my hip replace side. This is my knee replace side. It's going to feel different on either one of those sides, okay? So now, going with our movement, if you wanted to, you could have a weight vest on right now. Or pick up your load again. Take a breath. I'm not going to use a weight right now because now I'm going to do positional lunging. Different positions. Very important in your balance quest and gaining better balance. You want to do different kind of positional lunging. Okay, and you might think, well, what's this? This is not a lunge. This is a little curtsy. See that? And then suspend your leg that you're moving. You can touch it, but then bring it up. And then maintain your balance. Now, if you want to make this a little harder, all you simply got to do, if you're not using weights, or even if you've got I'm fixing to start using my weighted vest. I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to start using it probably next week. Do you see what I'm doing right here? All you have to do to make it harder is not even add weight. Close one eye. I know it. Now, that said, never ever do one-legged challenges or balance challenges. This is a curtsy lunge. And you don't need to do tons and tons of them. 10 to 20. See this? Just do 10 to 20 of them. And get smooth in your movements. You can make this more challenging by shutting one eye, maintaining, and by moving your arms. See this, front to back? Shift, stand your ground, drop your shoulders, big breath. Here we go. Back here, either shut one eye or do both. One hand in front, one hand in back. One hand in front, one hand in back. One hand in front, one hand in back. And then come back. And get to where you can do 10 to 20 of these. Heck, you could do these while you're watching a commercial, or while you're listening to something on the radio, or on a podcast, or whatever. Okay? You got to challenge yourself to one-legged stances, however you achieve it, if you're going to improve your balance. That's just the way it is. Okay? The quintessential one is the heel-toe walking. Yeah, or the sobriety test. Because anybody with a normal brain functioning should be able to, if they're not impaired, walk in a straight line from a heel-toe. See that? So that's the quintessential one-legged stances. Okay? They're just doing it in that kind of a test. And it works. It's a test of that so well that that's why it's used. Okay, so we did the curtsy lunges. Yes. We added some weight to our adductors. Abductors, I was holding on to my weight, right? Now, I'm going to hold, not my bag, I'm going to pick up a 6 and a 6. For me, generally, that's light. For me now, it still feels light, but here's the deal, y'all. I'm just getting back into strength work. I was under strict orders not to lift more than 5 pounds in my hands, and it was that way for 12 weeks. So I'm getting back into it. I might be able to do it with certain muscles, but I have to allow all my muscles to start getting on board. That's why you don't push it. Now I'm going to do split squat lunging, okay? And how does that look like? It looks like this, okay? It looks like this. Yeah. Now, if you feel more comfortable with a wider stance in this split squatting, or you could call it just a backward lunging, then go wider. If you don't feel that comfortable, widen up the stance this way. See that? Instead of this way. Just widen it up. And then as you're coming down, you're using your back extensors, you're using your hips, you're really dropping those shoulders so that you can maintain the weight, so you're working through that. So I'm doing this. I stepped wider to show you. It's a split stance, kind of a squat, okay? And I'm rotating through the hips. As I come down, I want to keep my chin tucked. I want to keep my knee tracking over my toe in back, toe in front. But I have to maintain 12 more pounds plus my own body weight, okay, to just do this. And I'm focusing always on 10 to 20 reps right now, okay? And with holding. Take a big deep breath and hold stance. Hold it solid. Big breath, big breath, big breath, big breath. I got about 2 more in this first little set that I'm trying to accomplish. Okay. And then I'm going to bring it up and I'm going to bring it back. So instead of it being straight in front of like this and going back like this, I'm just going to go wide with it. Now on this one, I want to maintain that arm. Okay, I'm not swinging them. You can go as wide as you want to. I'll turn to the side. Drop your shoulders. You're going to bend that back knee. And you're going to come down like a backward lunge. I know, or split squat. Okay, and it could be from even the chair. Actually, if you're in a chair, just put one leg in front of your other and just press into the floor. Okay, see how I'm coming back? See how when I come down, I want to make sure I keep my knee tracking in line with my toes. And I want my toes forward. Well, it's snowing again out here. I don't know if AJ's still on there, but you're dodging it. It's snowing again. Take a big deep breath. You're going to go down as far as you feel you can without excessive bend forward, meaning I keep my hips pretty much in place. I'm not pushing my butt back, in other words. You'll bend forward a little bit. That's okay. Okay, now we're starting to hold. Are you ready? Come down, down, down. Now hold. Drop your shoulders. Hold. Hold. Go down just as far as you feel you can. Keep your rib cage up. I've got 12 pounds here that I'm working against. I'm holding breath, holding breath, holding breath. And I'm going to come back. Okay? I don't think we held on the last one, so let's do that. Big deep breath. I'm going to take the other leg back. Okay? I want to, as I start to bend my back leg and I come down, I want to keep that knee tracking right over the toes. You're coming down, you're coming down, you're coming down. Take a breath, 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 and then come back. So you're holding. Okay, now when we're doing these challenges, a lot of split leg challenges, split leg squatting, sit to stands, a squat is a version of a squat. We're holding our squats. Take a breath, keep my rib cage up, hold, 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 and come back. Okay, I'm going to put my weights right here on my little chair. Shake out my hands. One of the reasons why I really like using free weights is because it helps your grip. And you don't even realize it, okay? If you were holding a weight, especially if it was the 6 pound, if you're getting up to the 6 pound, and you have to hang on to that repeatedly, that's helping your grip strength. Yeah, just by holding this. When you do a carry, a farmer's carry, and we're going to do a carry. In fact, this is a good time to take a break and do a farmer's carry. Because when I do a farmer's carry, I'm going to be warmed up, number one, which we are. And when I do a carry, it needs to be a pretty good load. Okay. I don't know if Tina's on today. She's usually known to always chastise me for picking up too much. So I won't do it very long. So what do I have here? I have 24 pounds. Okay. Now I was saying that I was going to be up to 18. which I'm just walking with it right now, okay? I'm not setting it down and I'm not picking it up. I'm walking with this weight. Drop my shoulders. So I have 12 pounds here. I have 12 pounds here. And I'm not going to do fast walking. I'm going to meander around my room. And I'm going to pull my elbow back. Do you see that? I'm going to pull my elbow back. That's all I'm doing. So I'm walking around and I'm doing this. And I'm doing it with a lot heavier weight than I have picked up now in at least 12. Now it's getting over 12 weeks. Yeah. And I've been doing little tasks as I've started this session, and we were in the 6-week session before, when I still was not able to pick up. But all I'm doing is a body frame load. I call it a body frame load. I have 12 pounds here. I have 12 pounds here. I'm bringing the weight into my palms. I'm taking steps, careful steps. And then I'm dropping my shoulder, tightening my stomach as I'm walking. I'm going like this. That's it. Like this. Okay? That starts giving you a body frame load. And it's very doable because this is functional. This helps you function. If you were going to be carrying bags in the airport, groceries, from the grocery store, getting them out of your cart, put any of your activities, what I'm doing right now is strengthening me in order to do those things without hurting myself, okay? And this is called maintaining your independence. Do you see this little move? This isn't a big move, but I'm doing it with 12 pounds in one hand, 12 pounds in the other hand. Breath. So I'm carrying. That's what I'm doing right now. Very important maneuver. Very important. I got about 30 more seconds in this particular move. Drop your shoulders, drop your chin, take a breath through your nose. Yes. Breath through your nose. Breath through your nose. Breath through your nose. Breath through your nose. There you go. Now I'm going to take this over here and I'm going to put it in my little rack and I'm going to go back down now. Now I'm going to go back down to 9 and 9. So now I've lightened it up considerably. And I'm going to approach this chair. This is a very important move because this is a progression. If I started off doing this move, I would be on the ground with my weight. I would be going all the way down and picking it up off the ground. I'm not going to do that. I'm putting them right here on the chair, and this, you can use your little pad or not. But I'm going to be right here, and I'm going to come here, and I'm going to pick them up, okay? So this is a modification in my progression to get stronger and not hurt myself. I hope this is making sense. Because use your chair, okay? I'm going to hip hinge. I'm going to trail with one leg. I'm going to pick these weights up and pull them into me. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, it's a single leg load pickup. There's lots of different names for it. Okay, we've done this move many times. You know those wooden pecking birds? It's kind of like a leaning thing. That's what we're doing. Your fulcrum for that is right here. This is why this is a superior core work. Because you're upright. I'm not going all the way to the floor. I've lightened up. I'm picking up 9 pounds and 9 pounds. If it gets too heavy, I'll just do 1. I'll do the 9, okay? But right now I'm standing here. I'm going to trail one leg. I'm going to lean in, pick my load up, and come back. See that? Take a breath, keep your chin tucked, pull. Now, lots of things to point out here. Number 1, if you're turning through your hips instead of keeping your hips straight forward, that is a problem. Don't turn your hips, okay? You want to strengthen the back extensors. You don't want to hurt your back. So now I'm going to put it down. So I'm going to go back and put it down. There's the pecking bird. See that? The knee is bent, then you come back. But if I were with you and you did this move, the first thing I'm going to look at is what are you doing with your hips right here, your iliac crest. Because as you go down and you start turning, that is a recipe for a back problem, okay? So I'm going to come here. I'm going to pull them right into me. So I'm not doing big extensions here with my hands. I'm keeping them close. Pull. Breath. Keep the knee soft. Tuck your chin. Pull. Do not turn that hip. Don't turn the hip. Keep the hips facing down. Breath. 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 So I'm not only addressing hip weakness, back weakness, I'm addressing your core and your hands and your shoulders and your arms. Breath. Keep your chin tucked. Keep your knees soft. Don't turn that hip out. Don't do it. And I'm always focusing on 10 to 20. Okay? Always focusing on 10 to 20. Breath. Breath. 2 more. Breath. 1 more. Keep your chin tucked. And come back. Then put them down. This was the one that was going back. Now I'm going to change and trail with the other leg. Now before I do this, shake your hands out, open, and give yourself a hug. When you give yourself a hug, keep your shoulders down, okay? Take a big breath, drop your shoulders, grab them, and pull back. Push forward with the hips and pull back. Keep your chin tucked and then release. Pull back. There you go. Okay? Shake out. Switch to the other leg. Are you ready? You just kick that back leg back. See that? That's where it starts. Again, this is a progression because I don't want people hurting their backs. I'm not there watching you. You have to be very circumspect and say, okay, am I doing the right form? Number 1, when you're going to go down, okay, you got to keep your hips forward. The minute you take your hip back here, put your hands right here on your hips. And when you take this back, do you feel this turning out and you're turning? That's a problem, okay? So correct that before you start doing a lot of weight. Number 2, I'm going to chair height, okay? And I've even got this pad here. That's a lot. When I'm picking up 18 pounds and I haven't done this kind of lifting for over 12 weeks now, okay? So you got to be real with where you're at in life. Could I pick more? Could I go down more? Yes, but it probably wouldn't be smart to do because I'm just getting back into this, okay? So here I am. My leg goes back, all right? Right there. And I'm gonna make sure that when I'm reaching down here, my hips are forward. So I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna pull it right in, all right? And I'm gonna go down like a pecking bird and pull back. Breath. I'm gonna drop them down and pull. So if you wanted to make it harder and you're able to, sure, go lower. Go on a lower shelf. Go into the floor. My guess is your form will not be where it should be. That's why I'm starting here. Breath and pull back. Watch the position of your knee, the position of your feet, your hips especially. Breath. Keep your chin tucked. Breath. Keep your chin tucked. Yes. Make sure you stop. Stop down at the bottom. Straighten up your hips so they're forward. Then come up. Hold it right here. Breath. Then come down. Pull. Breath. Pull. Big breath. Pull. Okay, give me three more. Three more. Let's just do them. Okay, think about your form. Breath. Pull. Breath. Pull. Breath. Okay. Now I'm going to keep these at 9 and 9. I'm going to put them down. I'm going to take my little pad off of my chair just for a moment. We're doing really good. So here's my chair. I'm going to bring it out more so you can see what I'm doing against the backdrop. Okay. And I'm going to sit to stand. Okay. So I'm going to do it with now 9 and 9. I think last week I was at 6 and 6. So here's my weights. And I'm going to have them right in one hand and then the other. Take a big breath. Okay. So I'm right here. And I'm barefooted so I can see my little feet. Drop your shoulders. Doing really good. And again, everybody's a little different in what they need to be doing. You want to push a little bit, but don't go overboard. Okay. That's why I'm doing 9s. So I told you I was going to try to do 18. So that's collectively 18 on my frame, right? But everything has to adjust to it, right? So that's just a little bit of a bend down. And this is a great modification to a full standing loaded squat. I'm not doing that now, I'm sitting. But when I take these out here and I go into a hip hinge and I act like I'm putting these down, then I pull through my arms and my back and then I come up. Your shoulders, your upper back, and your lower back has to do that move, okay? Look at your knees, make sure they're not imploding or going out, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and stand up. So I'm going to come right to here. Hip hinge. You're shining your taillights. You want to press back into your heels right now. Okay? Big breath. Exhale and stand. And I'm right here. Okay? Then I'm going to go down to a count of 4. So I'm going to come 1, 2, 3, and I'm just before I'm going to sit down, I'm going to hold it for just a second or two. Okay? It's all these layers that start moving you, moving your muscles, your bones, your joints. It's not just muscles. It's all those things that have to adjust. That's why strength work is so vitally important to bone health and joint health. Yeah. So you have to consider all those. And if you've got issues with those, like knee replacements, etc., I'm giving you a rest right now. Take it easy. We're going to get it done. Okay, here we go. Breath, hip hinge. I'm going to come 1, 2, right here. I am squeezing the quarter. Yeah, you forgot about that little thing. Drop your shoulders. Now the butt goes back. I'm hanging on to 9 and 9. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and when I get down here, I'm going to hold it to 4 and down. Drop, and I don't start going so honking fast that I can't think about what my moves are doing. So just slow it down a little bit. Sure, I could get going and make this so fast. I didn't hold that one, sorry. Drop your shoulders. Here we go. 1, 2, squeeze the quarter. Now release, come down, 2, 3, 4, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and come back. Okay, drop your shoulders. Big breath. Here we go. 1, 2, squeeze the quarter. Yes, innervate your gluteals. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm holding it. I'm going to do just a little bit of a curl. Keep your elbows right close to your legs. And then 4, and come back down. Take a big deep breath. Drop your shoulders. Don't go so fast that you get dizzy. Just hold it for a second. Big breath. Here we go. 1, 2. Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And you hold it there. You're going to do about 3 or 4 little curls. 2, keep your elbows in, shoulders down, 4. And go back into the chair. Sit down. Take a breath. We've got 2 more of these. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2. Squeeze the quarter. Take the time. Do it. Then release. Come down. Down, down. Hold it there. You're in the heels. 1. Keep your elbows in. 2, 3, 4. And sit. Okay, last one here. Drop your shoulders. Breath. Here we go. 1, 2. Exhale. Squeeze the quarter. Release. Coming down. Hold it. 1, 2. Go really low. Don't sit. 4. And you're sitting down. Take a big deep breath. Okay. While you're sitting down here, you're going to do an incline. All right? So, an incline press. And how do you do that? You could put a pillow behind your back or come to the front of the chair, open back, drop your shoulders, bring those weights. You're going to come right in here to the chest, and you're going to push out just a little bit. You don't have to go all the way. This is about core work right here, as well as arm. See, I'm not going to stretch it all the way out with that kind of weight. Breath, 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 breath. Yes. Here I go. I'm going to stand. I'm going to put my weights in the rack. See what I'm doing on my time. We're doing really good. I'm going to take my little pad here. And this is one that you don't want to ever leave out. If you could do this every day, that would be excellent. Start with 2 inches. You could do this off of a step. I have a little bench here that's 8 inches. This is 2 inches. Okay? You're going to do them together first. You could have your weight vest on if you're at that level. But right here, you need to feel the stretch. So I've got the ball of my feet, which is where we started, heel ball exchange. Drop your shoulders, okay? Squeeze a quarter, and you're gonna go up into your toe, to the balls of the feet, as much as you possibly can. And then you're gonna go down to the heels again. On your hand, you're just pressing down lightly. Squeeze the quarter, come all the way up, come all the way down. Make sure your toes are forward. So we're going to come up, squeeze the quarter. You're going to go all the way up. I love working on these, this really good balance pad, because then you don't bruise the ball of your foot. Okay, sometimes you might do, if you're barefooted, the floor might be too hard for you. Okay, especially as you keep having your birthdays, you lose the fat in your feet. Okay, it kind of comes inside more. Okay, big breath, very light hands, squeeze the quarter, come all the way up. Squeeze the quarter, come all the way down. Tap all the way up. So after you've done a few slowly, that's very important. And if you want to get more of a stretch in your calf here, you simply drop your shoulders, squeeze the quarter, and press forward. Don't lift your heels, and you'll feel the stretch coming in the calf there. You got it? Then we come back and get ready, squeeze, and go all the way up. And come back down, barely tap, and go up. You're going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. And you want to get to where you can go all the way down to tapping the heel, and then all the way up, and then you can follow kind of a rhythm, okay? Breath. So when you first tap, go right back up. Then you come down and you do little bounce taps. It's a squeeze more than a bounce. See this? Yeah, these are kind of game changers right here. Why? Because the quicker you go in your calf, the more you're training that fast twitch muscle. Why is that important for us? You might say, well, I don't need that. I don't play this and that. I don't sprint. Yeah, but you don't want to, you want to be able to catch yourself out of fall, don't you? That's why this is important, okay? Drop your shoulders. See how I'm just really pushing to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? Yeah. Yeah, so it's a squeeze. It's not really a bounce because you're in full control. A bounce, you're out of control. I'm in full control here. Okay, a little more. Now go all the way up. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, and then come back down. Then step off, step off. Turn your foot out. Push your hips forward. Drop your shoulders. Step back in. Here we go. Drop your shoulders. Turn your foot out and push your hips forward. Yeah, push those hips forward. And then come back out. Good. Now, pull the top of your foot under and stretch that tibialis and all the top of your foot. See how I'm pressing forward? Yeah, and you can do this with a shoe. It might be harder. See how I'm putting the top of my foot down and I'm pushing forward? Yeah, it's kind of a big deal, especially after you work through the squeezing like we did. Okay, so we did different kinds of squats, different kinds of lunges. Again, focusing on, and we lifted more. I don't know about you, but I lifted a little more. So I hope that helps. Let's see where I'm at here. Oh, there. Stop.